What's going on, guys? Andrew of New Bark Gaming here, and today we're going to be starting a game that was relatively recently released on the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be Octopath Traveler. I've been super excited about playing this. It's got a beautiful soundtrack from the little bit I've heard so far. I've only played about 30 minutes or so of the game. I've done it a couple times, going through a couple of mic tests, but from what I've seen so far, it looks absolutely incredible. The soundtrack's going great. This art style looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that falling sand. It's a great mix between like classic Final Fantasy 16-bit type of stuff, throwing in some inspirations from like Terraria, Minecraft, and even a little bit of Paper Mario at times, and then just slapping all kinds of polish and sheen on there to make it as beautiful as possible. Overall, I'm really digging what it does so far, and I'm just going to let you guys take in this title theme a little bit because it's that incredible. Pretty awesome, am I right? Definitely something worth checking out, I know that for sure. If we press any button here, which we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and start. Now you will see the option to continue. Those are from the few attempts at starting this that we've done before. We're going to go ahead and skip those in this case. So the general premise of this game is you're going to have one of 8 different characters to choose from to start things off. We're going to go ahead and go in a clockwise direction here, starting off with Ulbrich down at the bottom. Your name is Ulbrich, and you are a warrior. Once a proud knight, you lost both king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today you serve as a master-at-arms for a remote mountain village. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day you overhear a name from your past, giving you a new purpose. Reminds me of a Ronin, you know, a samurai who had lost his, what's the word I'm looking for? Lost his shogun, I believe? I don't remember the exact terminology that was used in, Japan for describing that, but essentially it's a warrior who had lost the cause and the country that they were serving under, and then is wandering and finds himself in many ways without purpose and somewhat lost as a soul. Very much seems like, based on his talent of bolstering defense, that he is a tanky type of character. Doesn't really fit my playstyle, so I think we're going to pass on him. Moving right along here, we have Primrose, path action to allure, talent to summon. Your name is Primrose, and you are a dancer. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, a town forever shrouded in darkness. In truth, you are the highborn daughter of the once proud House Azelhart, an identity you conceal from all. 3 men bearing the mark of the crow, they took my father from me, but you will have your revenge. Reminds me very much of the old line from The Princess Bride. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, and now I will kill you, or something along those lines. I don't have memorized word for word. Moving right along here, then we have Alphen. Talent to concoct, so he seems like a potion brewer. Your name is Alphen, you are an apothecary. You treat the wounded and sick in a small village amid the babbling brooks of the Riverlands. Stricken ill as a child, you were saved by a traveler who asked for nothing in return, inspiring you to follow in his footsteps. Though hesitant to leave the only home you've known, your best friend convinces you to follow your dream, wherever that may lead you. Very much seems like he's probably the most relatable character to your average person in the modern world. Someone who grows up in a hometown they grow rather comfortable with, suddenly gets inspired by a recent event that makes them want to do more things, and then somebody else pushes them to go on this journey of self-discovery. So nothing wrong with that. Does seem like the healer type, though. Doesn't really fit my style. Thief, the Therian. Your name is Therian, you are a thief. That's what I meant to say, got that very backwards. While your past is a guarded secret, your exploits are well known far and wide. Mere whispers of your extravagant heists strike fear into the hearts of the wealthy. Drifting into the clifflands one day, you hear a rumor of great riches to be had. You set your sights on a mansion said to be impregnable, only to find what you never expected. Curious to see where that goes with the ... So far, I think that's the most dramatic one of them all, and the most intriguing, since it seems to be leading towards an interaction with somebody that perhaps this character knew, or something like that. Very much seems to be like a Han Solo or Star-Lord type of character, and that they're a hero, but they do some things that are a little bit morally or legally gray from time to time. So definitely can be interesting there. Next we have the Hunter Hanid. Your name is Hanid. You are a hunter, one of the last descendants of an ancient clan that calls the Deep Forest home. Your prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home 1 year ago, summoned to hunt a dread beast, and you protected the village while awaiting his return. Then one day the return of an old friend gives you the cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey on your own. She seems interesting enough. I like the fact that she has a creature companion beside her. A lot of times I like playing as characters that have those types of setups. Very much why I like the Pokemon series a lot, is you're battling alongside these companions, or like Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, if anyone's ever played that game. Had some really neat missions where you're fighting alongside like these Galactic Rangers, or an even better example of it is like Star Wars Republic Commando. There was a lot of AI support there. So a neat concept. I always like having allies in the field. Plus she has a bow, and despite the fact that I really didn't like what the Hunger Games franchise did to like bow characters as a whole in terms of making them overseen, overused, and my inner hipster was like screeching. There's still plenty of cool characters that use bows, you know, Robin Hood, Green Arrow, Hawkeye, etc. Then we have Ophelia. She's a cleric, so definitely fits my playstyle best there. You hail from the snow-swept Frostlands, where you dutifully serve the Order of the Flame under your adoptive father, the Archbishop. As your adoptive sister and best friend prepares to embark on a perilous pilgrimage, you stand ever at her side, but unannounced to the both of you, events are about to take a tragic turn. That to me strikes it as the sister probably ends up dying, because I'm under the impression that you probably wouldn't have a companion this early in the game, considering none of the other characters seem to be set up along those lines, and a lot of RPGs that have multi-paths like this like to sort of give you a similar starting path for each of them, and then from there it kind of unfolds. So that being said, it's likely that the sister dies or something like that, given is the tragic event. Definitely the idea of summoning something as potentially being the talent. Let me see what the talent of the Huntress was real quick to capture. Don't know how much the talents say. I haven't actually seen those in action yet, but it could be neat to be able to summon allies, and I like the idea of playing as a cleric. You're a support slash healer type of role, something I very much enjoy doing in these types of RPGs. Moving right along, then we have Cyrus. You teach at the Royal Academy in Atlasdom, and though you have numerous admirers, your only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. There's so much more I would learn. One day you realize that an individual tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing your insatiable curiosity. It's a little bit of a ladies' man that's also a professor. Definitely not my playstyle. Lastly, we have Tressa, path action to purchase, and talent, an eye for money. Your name is Tressa, and you are a merchant. You stock the shelves of your parents' shop in your sleepy seaside hometown. Yet you often find yourself gazing out at sea, longing for something more. What lies beyond the horizon? You thought you'd never know the answer. Then one day, an unfamiliar vessel weighs anchor at the docks, changing your life forever. So that stereotypical sort of pirate, start at the sea in a quiet hometown, then some vessel comes up, sweeps you off into this adventure. Very cool storyline, one that is a little bit cliche, but one I've also grown to be a major fan of. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies a lot for their adventure feel. I really like the book Treasure Island, both of which have fantastic characters, being Will Turner and Jim, respectively. Let's start off in somewhat similar positions to Tressa, so she's a character that really intrigues me, but here you get to start off in snow-swept Frostlands, which has the beautiful snow that this game has already shown us in that title screen, and therefore, I think I know which path I want to go with. So moving right along here, we're going to go and jump into Ophelia's storyline. Not a big fan of the religious aspect of lore in a lot of video games like this, but I like the idea of playing as a cleric, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, for everything this game has done right so far, not a huge fan of the load screens.
Come in. May the sacred flame light your path on this fine day. And may it ever shine its warmth upon you.
So this is actually a little bit of post-commentary I'm doing here, because the first time I tried to explain it, I ended up making a mess of the entire thing. This little chunk reminds me a little bit of what they ended up doing to Carolina's character in the show Runaways, in that they changed her character from the comics into one that was basically raised in this sort of religious cult based around the Jaborim, and how she had lived her life somewhat obsessively around that, and it ended up changing her character arc into being one of learning to find freedoms outside of that religious environment she was raised in, but at the same time feeling very conflicted because it had opened up a very positive viewpoint on life for her. She wasn't sure really how to deal with that as a whole. Now, reflecting back, not the greatest connection, there aren't that many ties there, but still.
How many times have we said those words? And yet, they seem to take on a whole new meaning now. Each day is one day closer to my departure. Perhaps I'm more nervous than I thought I was. Liana? You needn't worry about me. I was born to make the pilgrimage. My father did the same 20 years ago. As his daughter, I cannot let him down. You really are incredible, Liana. I don't know how you do it. What? As the Archbishop's only true-born daughter, everyone always expects so much from you. And yet you never fail them. Each of your sermons is more inspiring than the last.
Okay, while this story is a little bit cliche so far, definitely better than the impression those first few lines left me. It's kind of the classic, sibling sort of relationship where one looks up to the other and has a lot of respect for them, and the older sibling probably ends up disappearing for some reason, and that forces the character progression of the younger sibling as they try to find themselves without the older. At least that's my prediction.
And now, the pilgrimage. So much is placed on you alone. Don't be silly. I'm not alone. I have you, don't I? And everyone at the cathedral. Why, you're the one who helped me think of a topic for that last sermon, Ophelia. You even stayed up nights with me to draft it. A willing set of ears and a few pretty words, that's all I could offer you. I wish I could do something that would truly help you.
Also really digging the soundtrack here. I think it fits tonally very well.
Oh, abandon such worries and come, my sister. Father is expecting us in the chapel.
Feels somewhat Disney-esque, actually, like the way this is set up so far. Okay, it's going to show us save points, hidden items, etc. Alright, I'm not sure if... Yeah, this is definitely not where we want to head. Art style continues to blow me away in this game. In the beginning, the 13 gods created the land. They shaped the mountains, filled the seas, gave life to mighty trees and myriad beasts. And then they created men, who would become masters of the land. Yet one god, Galdera, was too greedy to part with his creations. And so the 12 deities of good were forced into a desperate struggle with the cruel Galdera, lord of the most infernal magics. In the end, the conflict was brought to a close by Aelfric, the Flamebringer, lord of all that is holy. Aelfric called the astral fire down upon Galdera, sapping his strength, and sealed him away in the afterworld. A defined flame to chase the shadows. This is the sacred flame that shines down on the land over Astera, bringing warmth and guidance to its people. Oh, those string lines are so nice. There you. Oh, my bad. Didn't realize this was still voice acted. I'll let them handle it. They're going to do a much better job than me.
Your Excellency, may the sacred flame ever light your path. Have you need of us here, Father?
I wish to see you, that is all. Do carry on with your duties.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
It is as if the two of you have become women grown in but the blink of an eye. How long has it been, Ophelia, since you came to us?
15 years, Your Excellency, or near enough so.
15
They're only
years.
15?
I suppose it is little wonder that you have grown so.
I was but an orphan.
His facial expression right now is a little odd.
Starving and sickly. I would not have lived to see this day if you had not taken me in. I may not have said it enough growing up, but my heart is full of gratitude for all that you have given me.
No need for such words, my child. We all follow the path the flame illuminates for us.
Come on, Feely. We're family. You, Father, and I. There's no need to be so formal about it. Why should you have to thank us for being with you? That's what family's for. Of course.
Yep, definitely feels very Disney-esque. Not sure how I feel about that from a game like this, but we'll see.
And besides, Father may be a great archbishop in here, but we both know he's just an old layabout at home. Isn't that right, Father?
An old layabout? Oh, you wound me, Liana.
I know your duties at the cathedral keep you busy, Father, but honestly, you're no help at all when it comes to keeping a household running. Would it kill you to cook a meal or dust the bookshelves from time to time?
Maybe.
Oh my. when you put it that way, I suppose I am quite useless after all.
So even the great and beloved Archbishop falls short in the discerning eye of his daughter.
Gotta love a little bit of a snarkiness there, especially coming from these two.
So it would seem, Ophelia. So it would seem. Now, tell me, Liana, are you prepared for your journey to the Cave of Origin?
But of course, Father. I am ready.
In the deepest recess of that cave is where you will find the first flame. You will take the ember to the churches across the realm, where it will serve to light the sacred fires that warm and protect all the lands. This is the kindling, the time-honored rite held without fail once every 20 years since the days of old. Your journey will not be an easy one. As soon as you step foot into the wilderness, you will be met with lawless villains and savage beasts. Yes, many a servant of the church has made this journey throughout our history. Some have never returned.
I'm gonna guess that's where like the cleric aspects come in, and that they have to know some combat and magic to go along with this. You know, for journeys such as this.
But I know you can do this, my daughter. Everyone has put their faith in you.
You have my word, Father. I won't let anyone down. I will carry out the rite, just as you did 20 years before.
Very good, my child. Very good.
Father? Are you all right, Your Excellency?
It's nothing to worry yourselves over. Just my ears announcing their advance.
Notice how Ophelia keeps calling him Your Excellency, but not Father. Do I sense some... I mean, I don't think it's discomfort or anything, it's more so just gratitude and a sense of not fully having, like, felt comfortable to completely express herself so far. She did repeatedly express signs of, like, extreme gratitude toward them for welcoming her into their family, rather than the family of the three of them as a collective, so...
Oh, you mustn't sound so gloomy, Your Excellency. There is still so much we would learn from you before we let you call yourself Archbishop Emeritus. Ophelia is right, Father. You should retire for the day and let your body recuperate. We can handle things from here. We will let the Pontiff know that you are resting in your chambers, sir.
When my two girls insist, who is this old man to deny them? I will leave the preparations for today's service to you.
We will take care of everything, Your Excellency. I'll see Father back to his chambers. Thank you, Liana. I will see to our duties here. Well then.
Suppose I had best starting preparing for the next service at once. Oh my, what is a child doing here all alone? What is the matter, child? It's my mama. She's gone and I can't find her anywhere. Come back, Mama. Don't leave me here all alone.
Won't you come with me?
Now, let's dry those tears. Why don't I help you look for your mother? Can you really find her?
Of course.
Of course, my child. The sacred flame will show us the way. Though I should be preparing for the service. No. I simply cannot abandon this poor boy. I hurry. Should still be able to finish everything in time. Okay. Then it's going to give me the ability to guide them. Guide townspeople and they will follow wherever she goes. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Let the flame guide your path. Really? You'll help me find her? Cool. So, let's see, try talking to some people, I suppose? Figure out what's going on here.
Day.
The holy blue flyer of Altharic protects us and leads us through the darkness. There are rumors, however, of heretics who worship a black flame of evil. Dressed in similar clothing? Maybe? Could just be typical for the kingdom, though. Alright, let's head this way. Not sure if we're even heading the right direction here, but we'll wing it. Nope. I'm assuming that we're going to be looking for someone standing on their own.
Grand.
The sheer splendor of the cathedral always takes my breath away. Alright. Can't get over there. It seems if I hold down B, I do have the ability to sprint. Here we go.
Mother.
Young man.
There you are.
Oh.
Sister Ophelia, how can I thank you for taking care of this little troublemaker of mine? And you, how many times must I tell you not to wander off on your own?
Actually...
Pray do not scold the poor boy. He was so brave and good this whole time. All 30 seconds of it.
Thank you so much.
You are too kind, Sister Ophelia. I know how busy you are with your duties at the chapel. Thank you for helping me despite that. It is no wonder that the Archbishop is so proud of his 2 daughters. 2 daughters? Surely, you must know that he is forever boasting of you and Sister Liana both. Oh, it's the acceptance story. He does?
But of course.
Almost every time I speak to him. Come along now. Thank you, Sister Ophelia. Then it's back to home with you. That was worded kind of awkwardly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ophelia. It was my pleasure, child. But do try to stay with your mother in the future, yes? We're gonna wander off as we enjoy the beautiful snow.
I see.
Your Excellency. I will do all I can to be the daughter you would want me to be.
If I might.
If I may have a moment, sister. This is a little suspicious.
Of course.
Yes, might I be of some service, my good sir? Do you know where I might find His Excellency the Archbishop? May I ask who's looking for him? Ah, pray forgive my lack of manners. My name is Matthias, a trader with the Leonile Consortium. The Archbishop is generously designed to engage in a transaction of sorts with us.
Well then.
A trader? I see. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I am Sister Ophelia. Okay, the way this is lining up, I think that trader thing was a play on words. He's a traitor, as in, like, betraying them, not a trader, as in swapping things. I have a feeling he's gonna kill the father. Oh, so you are Sister Ophelia. I've heard so much about you. When the Archbishop contacted me to request my services, he spoke much of his 2 daughters. I also heard that Sister Liana will be the next flame bearer. The realm is blessed to have such loyal servants. It is, as a matter of fact, to equip your sister for her forthcoming journey that the Archbishop has summoned me here today. Is that so? We are much obliged for your support.
No.
Think nothing of it, good sister. It is the duty of the faithful to serve the Church, as the Church so tirelessly serves us.
No.
Sister Ophelia, you must come at once. Whatever is the matter?
It's a disaster!
It's the Archbishop. His Excellency has collapsed.
But
Yeah,
how
definitely
could-
getting more suspicious by the second. What? I will come at once. Master Matthias, forgive me for abandoning you, but when you have journeyed so far, but...
No, no.
Do not spare a moment's thought from me, sister. Pray, go to the Archbishop's side at once.
Forgive me.
And thank you for your understanding, sir. Please excuse me. Do we get a villain monologue? Yes, 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 yes. Nope. I was hoping for a villain monologue. It's totally perfect timing.
Your Excellency! Ophelia, please!
Please, take a moment to breathe.
Take a moment to breathe.
Oh, okay, we got full voice acting. My bad.
Forgive me, Liana, but His Excellency...
What His Excellency needs most now is rest. Please.
Of course. Forgive me.
Anna?
Yes, Father?
The pilgrimage. The sacred...
Do not worry yourself, Father. I will perform the rite without fail, just as you taught me.
That is going to... Here.
Father?
Worry not, Sister Liana. He is only resting.
Liana,
I smell poison.
Sister Liana, are you not well?
I'm fine. I think I just need some fresh air. Liana. I know she is trying to act strong before the others. I worry for her. I should be by her side at a time like this.
Alright, believe it or not, we're actually about 30 minutes into this already, so I'm gonna go sprint and look for a save point real quick. Guessing there might be one back in the room where we started. But yeah, I'm really digging this game so far, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the adventure as much as I am. If you are enjoying the videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If not, constructive criticism is always welcome. Ah, crud, don't see a pillar anywhere. But I'll catch you guys next time, and on some more Octopath Traveler. Thank you for tuning in.